Hi, Sue Jackson here, sports psychologist. Going to talk today about mental preparation for competition and does mental prep matter? And to begin, I'd like to ask a couple of questions for you to answer for yourself as a gymnast. And the first question is, how important is your mental state to your performance of your routines in competition? And the second question is like the first question, but on a scale of 0 to 10, how important would you rate those mental skills and your mental state to your performance in competition? Where 0 is not at all important and 10 is extremely important, how do you rate the importance of your mental state and mental skills to how well you perform in competition? And what we find in sports psychology when we ask these sorts of questions is that athletes across all sports will inevitably endorse the importance of mental skills and then leave it there and not actually go the next step, which is to train those mental skills. And that's what I like to help athletes with, and what the field of sports psychology does to a large extent is to help athletes develop their psychological skills so that they can perform at their best. And in competition, it's really important to bring to competition a level of confidence and trust that allows you to focus. It's when you don't fully trust your routine and your self-performing skills in your routine that your focus will not be fully on your routine and on execution of each skill, and that's where mistakes generally come in. So it's important to develop the skill of confidence, and yes, it is a skill. Confidence is not just something that you either have or you don't have. Certainly some gymnasts will be more confident gymnasts naturally, but the good news is everyone can improve their level of confidence and develop an optimal level of confidence for being able to focus well. And that's what an optimal level of confidence is. That allows you to let go of thinking about yourself and to focus fully on your routine. There are other psychological skills that are important in the time leading up to competition and to be able to bring out your best self in competition. And these include relaxation training, imagery training, and competition focus plans. And this area of focus plans for competition is a really important one if you want to go into the fine detail and you want to get the maximum out of yourself in competition. And a competition focus plan can be split into 3 areas. The first is a pre-event focusing plan, so what you do in the time leading up to competition. And then that's followed by the event focusing plan, and this is a focus plan for each of your routines in competition. That is a mental focus plan. What are you going to focus on, and what are you going to do to remember these points of focus that you have and this mindset that you want to bring to each of your routines? And then the third area of competition focus planning is refocusing planning, and this is developing a plan in advance for things that can and have gone wrong in the past in competition, because as every gymnast will know that competes, it's how you respond when a mistake happens that ultimately impacts your performance the most, more than the mistake itself. And so does one mistake lead to another? Does one fall lead to another? Or does one wobble lead to a fall? Or does one mistake occur and you are able to refocus yourself back to the present? And so these are some of the ways in which sports psychology can help you prepare so that you can have the best experience possible in competition.